Hey y'all, let me first of all wish you a great morning, and I hope that it has already started out being real good, and if not, it's going to get better, and if it's real good, it's going to even get better. Bless the Lord. Let me start this devotional off. I couldn't even get myself together. This was bubbling in my spirit. And I need to read you a scripture before I even move this vehicle. Colossians, the 3rd chapter, verse number 22. And from the King James. Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh. Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service as men pleasers, but in singleness, singleness of heart, fearing God. And whatsoever ye do, come on, Don, do it heartedly as to the Lord and not unto men. 24, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Christ. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done. There is no respect of persons. As I was making ready to be about the day and heading to my office, and God just impressed it on my spirit to kind of clean up some of my own stuff. And I have a tendency of, when I'm preaching, because that's just basically what I've seen for 40 years. When the preachers are preaching, they want a response back from the audience. And that's when you hear statements like, can I get a witness? Statements like, I can't hear nobody. I've even adopted one that my friend says a lot. Is there anybody here? Are y'all still here? And what happens, y'all, is all the work that we put in preparing these sermons, these messages, these Bible studies. Y'all, we want to be assured somebody's listening. Someone is paying attention. Someone's soaking in. Someone really cares what we're saying. It matters to somebody. And then there's sometimes, because we genuinely want to save lives, see lives saved and changed. I'm going somewhere. And then there are times when we become so engulfed in people praising us and giving us data boys, we lose sight of the ministry and the message. And that's how it is so easy. That's how things get messed up so quickly, because we start pleasing our flesh. And I want to say this to you, y'all. It's easier said than done. I don't care what nobody say about me. We ought to. We really ought to. And I say that all the time. And I'm lying through my teeth. I do care what people say. But I don't care to the point where I'm going to allow you to make me compromise the gospel and compromise the truth. And there's sometimes when I feel like, man, Burns, ooh, that's a fine line you stepping on. That's a fine line, bro. You going to do something different with that. For some of us who preach, teach, and believers, entrepreneurs, list goes on. Y'all, we really are our worst critics. I don't like looking at myself preach. I don't like listening to it because I beat myself up so bad because I'm like, you should have said this. You should have done this. Y'all, we do want the approval of the people. But like I've said 1,000 times, I want constructive criticism. Don't criticize me because you just can. You know, you want to hurt my feelings and degrade me and things of that nature. But if you're going to bring me some constructive criticism, I want it. But I also want God to allow me to hear it and not be offended, but be ready to do something to correct it. Now, everyone's constructive criticism is not constructive. It's straight criticism. So you've got to know how to tell the difference. Man pleasers. Man, I really want to make everybody happy. But that y'all know that's totally impossible. It's impossible for us to please everybody. It's absolutely impossible. I said this some time ago. If you drive too fancy of a car, then you're being braggadocious and you're showing out. You're stealing from the church. If you drive a beat-up car, then shame on the church letting you have to drive both of my vehicles, 2003s, both of them. And I trust one of them from here to Mississippi and back. You did hear me say one of them. I do. But the point I'm making is, you ain't gonna please them regardless of what you drive. I'm too big to wear a skinny suit, so I'm gonna criticize somebody who wears skinny suits? No. You know, if anything, I long to be able to get in a skinny suit, but, you know, that's not my desire either, as much as it is that I have something to put on my hind part. Let me tell you what I'm really trying to say to you is people all have an opinion. Pam Vaughn was the best friend to my ex-fiance. Pam Vaughn taught me a lesson. And the lesson that Pam Vaughn taught was, a person can make their mouth say anything. And that's the truth. So if we have total control, which the Bible speaks of, the power of life and death is in the tongue, we have the ability to make that mouth say things that'll bring a good harvest and bring blessings. We need to speak it. So, first of all, let's please God with our lives, with our conversation and our deeds. Don't spend too much time trying to do things that God has not purposed you to do. And that is please Him. God God will take care of the rest. Just please him. I'm so messed up by this today because of all the things God was saying to me that I can't repeat to you about me this morning. And that's probably why it's taking me so long and sounding like I'm just all over the place. But man, I tell you, please him first. Make your life pleasing to him. Please God. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight, but it's one that you can actually win. Just please him with your life. Peace.